So your first, when we do our sharing our models with our marketing team, after you've presented to your group, on the same graph in Desmos, you're going to have each business partner graph their business equation. So with that being said, Y equals 17 is how much I paid for each shirt, times how many shirts I'm selling, which is X, 2,032. That's my loan amount. Mr. Rossi, who I'm business partnering with, bought his shirts, he's selling his shirts for $12 each, times however many shirts, and then his loan was for $2,848. Okay, so here are our two lines. What's really cool is you can see if you are highlighting one of the lines, you can see where the two lines touch, which is very important, probably the most important thing in this whole activity, where the y-intercept is and where the break-even number is. So when Mr. Rossi sells 238 shirts, he has paid back his loan. He's no longer in debt. Similarly, when I've sold 120 shirts, I've paid back my debt. So as you can see, this intersection point is actually really important because it tells us when my business model starts being better than his. Okay, so our next step would be to highlight the point where our equations intersect, label that point, and I must also label the points where I've sold out on both of my lines. So you can see I have a Thornton sold out shirts and a Rossi sold out. Remember, X is how many shirts you bought with the loan originally, and Y is your total profit on that. So I'm going back here. First off, my intersection point, if I go here, it's telling me what it is. I just have to scroll to it. So negative 163.2, comma, negative 4806. I'm going to label that point. Ooh, I'm going to just, I like it. I don't need to write intersection. I'm going to label it. Perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, and then I also need to do my sellout. So when I've sold 254 shirts, which is how many I started with, I've made $2,286. Okay, I'll label that too, but I'm also going to change it to be the same color as my line because I think it looks better. Okay. I also need to have Mr. Rossi selling out. So he originally bought 372 shirts, but he only made $1,616 profit. I'm going to change that also to be the same color as his line. Okay, so intersection point. Oh, I need a label. Label. Perfecto, perfecto. Okay, next step. Next step is, what does my slide say? How to share your models with the marketing team. To your slide. I'm going to change this. Add to your slide. Both equations, a picture, and a link to your Desmos with the labels. Okay. So you're coming to your marketing document. I added, I may have prematurely highlighted that guy. Okay. I added my equation and I added Mr. Rossi's equation. So I need to come here back to my Desmos and I'm going to share my graph. I'm going to export it. I'm going to just drag it. Boom. Resize it. Da-da-da. Boom. So in addition, what I really want, even though I have the numbers right here, is I can take this link. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to Control K that link. What happens when you Control K it? When you click on the link, it takes you exactly to your work. And that's a really nice thing to have, especially when other people are going to be looking at your work, aka the marketing team. Okay? So the last thing you're going to need to do is with your business partner, you need to discuss how you will know which model is more lucrative. Lucrative means makes more money. And then once you've decided which model is more lucrative, which business model should you and your partnership go with? And then after you review those questions, decide on which one you'll go forward with and highlight it on your slide. So you'll go back to your slide and you're going to highlight the equation that you guys picked. Okay, clearly my equation's better than Mr. Rossi's. Yeah, that's what you're doing. One slide per person. That's all I got. Make sure you have all 4 parts. You need to have your lines, both. You need to show the intersection point. You need to show your sellout points, and you need to decide on which equation is going to make you more money.